I always use this example. You all know the zebra, the dube. I think that's what it's called in Zulu, dube. Now, if you look at the dube, it's got white stripes and black stripes, and those stripes are situated next to each other. If you shoot a zebra in the black stripe, I promise you it's going to die. If you shoot it in the white stripe, I also promise you it's going to die. So the moral of the story is don't shoot, feed this animal so that we can all prosper. This is my story. Now, Patricia, welcome. And I want to give this mic to you because I know you are the best. She kicked the DA in the teeth and she walked with principles. That is the lady that we need. Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you, good morning, goeiemorgen, dumelang. Where is Bugs? Okay, ek dink ons kan maar begin want dit reën. Ons moet nie die mense bietjie langer ja, hierso hou. Just introduce me so that we can start.
Thanks guys for being here today. Miss Patricia is here today for fighting for us for a better future in Parys and in the country and the whole of South Africa. We are here to fight for our children and we are here to fight for our basic human rights. So I'm going to give over to May Patricia. May Patricia, thanks very much for coming to us. We appreciate Action SA very much. Thanks guys.
Okay, thank you. You know, it's so nice to be a South African. You can speak so many languages. Dumelang, Molweni, goeiemorgen. Is the slam better? Who let us that? Amper. Oh, nee. Amper is not still in. Yes. Kitabetse Holibona, I'm happy to be here. You know, in my culture as an African person, when you visit people and it start raining, it says that what is happening? Something good is happening. So God is going to listen to our cries. I get it?
Amen.
Yes. So before we start, somebody can just start with a short prayer. You know why our country we are in so many things that are bad? We have forgotten the Christianity. Always we need to ask God for guidance in whatever that we are doing. So if we can put him as somebody in front of us, then everything will be fine. Can just somebody?
Yeah, please. Father God, we are here this morning to come and sort out problems. Lord, you are the creator, the giver, and we are here to just claim our human rights, Lord. And we thank you for Victoria being here this morning, that you can bless this process, Lord. All we're asking is just for honesty and no corruption, Lord. We thank this in your loving name on this day, and we thank you for the rain, Lord. This we thank you in your precious name. Amen.
Amen. Yes. Thank you so much, Ntate Hilton. Colleagues, my dear friends, fellow South Africans, my brothers, my sisters who are here, thank you so much for being here this afternoon, especially in this weather. Unfortunately, the situations in our country where we find ourselves now, we can no longer sit in our lounge, pretend as if nothing is happening. The situation now, it demands us to stand up, to be in the rain, to fix things. It's no longer about comfort, but it's about to save our country. Amen. Yes. So when you want to save life, you want to save our country, we want to fight for our future. Yes. You know, when I arrived here, I saw small children. They are so beautiful. But you know what is my worry? What is the future of these kids? Yes. Even my own kids, when I wake up every day, I'm asking myself, are they going to get a job? The answer is no, because they are at the age where they're supposed to be working. They are not working, they are unemployed. Now in our country, we are having a load shedding. And you know what is even said about us as South African? We make it something that is so fashionable. I was telling somebody, immediately when the lights switch off, we need to be angry. Because you know what is happening? Somebody who's lying on the theater table, he's dying there, he can't be operated. Somebody who is supposed to be saved, or whose life is supposed to be saved, he can't be operated. He can't get oxygen. Some of the hospitals that have been in Free State, they don't even have generators. The generators are only there. They were bought in China, but they've never been operational. Where is the money? It's in the hands of the entrepreneurs, but people are dying every day. So today we come together in this community where there is no water. A water is a right.
Amen.
Metsi, water is life. You can't substitute water. Electricity, as much as is bad, but at least we can come together and say that, you know what, I'm going to look for the wood. Let's make fire quickly and cook something. Somebody can say that, but I had a paraffin and my paraffin stove is worked there. You know, we can substitute. But what do you substitute with water? You can't. Water is life. And unfortunately, both water and light, they give you dignity as a person. When there is load shedding, what is happening? A businessman is closing the shop. And do you know how many people are employed by all these small shops, small businesses? Because this small business, they don't have the requirements to buy even a generator. So they have to close down. The way our economy is not growing, life is difficult even for the big business. They don't have money. They are all going under. Because of COVID, many business people, they are just limping. They are just being there. It's difficult for everyone. But you know what is the sad part? It's not because our country doesn't have money. You go to clinic, there's no medication. We still have people who go to clinic when they are just on the verge of entering the clinic. And then what happened? They are told, no, we are now cutting people. And what happened to our old people? They still go there at 4, queuing there. They don't even see the doctor. Our healthcare system is dysfunctional. Our nursing sisters, nurses and doctors, they work under bad conditions. They don't even have something to wash their own hands. When I was in Parliament last year, I went to Mukopane in Limpopo to do oversight in one of the maternity wards. When I arrived there, I was told by the community, come and have a look what is happening in maternity wards. Midwife, they are delivering women on the ground. That's how bad it is. But it's in a hospital. It is bad. But all those things happened because what happened? We as South African people, we give the politicians our power. Because your vote is your power. If you don't have water, whom to be blamed for? Yes, we are the first person that. You know what people, when I ask them, ANC, no. Who gave ANC the power not to give you water? It's you. During the day of the elections, we were queuing, all of us, and said we vote for this party. That today they don't respect you. I am so sad. I have families here in this community. I'm so sad our former premier come from the same community where we were thinking that, they always say it in our Sesotho, everyone, you start looking after your family to show that you are going to be a good woman or a good man. Look after your family. But he failed to do so, our own Ntate Ismakashule. I know him as a person. He used to be one of my friends. I know him as a person. But I don't hate him as a person. I hate what he did when he was given the opportunity to change the life of our people. That's why today we are standing here. Many of our kids here, they use substance, they abuse the drugs. You know why? It's because our own government, our own home affairs, has failed our own country because we have so many people who are illegally in our country. You know who assisted them to come in our country? Me and you. Some of us, we even left our own houses and said, come and, open a shop come and stay in my house, I'll stay in a shack. That's how bad it is. And what is even worse about these people who are illegal in our country, they don't even respect the laws of our country. That is the sad thing. They commit serious crimes. Last week in Bloemfontein, an 11-year-old child, she's been raped by that foreigner. For how long? They say for a period of 2 years. The mother every time took this little girl to go and sleep with this foreigner so that every day that child can bring a loaf of bread and some few sweets and 20 rands. It's a shame as South African people if we allow these things to happen in our country. So we've got so many things that you know about the situation, but we are the one responsible to change this. People, they're asking themselves, who is this one standing here today to come and tell us so many things? My name is Patricia Kopani. Many of you knows I was a leader of the DA in the Free State for 13 and a half years. I was 20 years for the DA, but for 13 and a half years I was a leader of the DA. And I was in Parliament for 13 and a half years. When I speak about a DA, I builded the DA. It was my home. But because there are women, there are men who sacrifice their lives so that I can be liberated as a South African people, I wouldn't have failed them. I would have failed them if I stayed with the DA because they decided to take a wrong direction. DA joined other parties where they separate people based on their color. This party, Action SA, it was established by Ntate Herman Mashaba. Ntate Herman Mashaba, he was the DA mayor in Gauteng, 2016 until 2019. But do you know why people still follow him and ask him to open a party? It's because what he did in the city of Gauteng or the city of Joburg, he worked very well. Joburg became the only metro where people who were cleaners, Mashaba said there's no tender in this municipality. These people are going to be employed by municipality. They must get their pensions from this municipality. There were security people who were also employed by the tenderpreneurs. Tenderpreneurs, they get 23 million. They pay people 5 cents, 5 cents, 5 cents. Tomorrow they fire you. They bring someone else. And then what happened? The rest of the money goes to one individual. Mashaba said in this municipality, there is not even a security guy or a cleaner who's going to belong to this tenderpreneur. So Ntate Mashaba, he makes sure that people are employed full time. He makes sure that the buildings that were taken by the foreigners, he took them, few of them back, renovated them, give proper housing. But the current government, they were against him. They said, no, leave those buildings. Don't renovate them. Some of them, they belong to the state. But he was building the houses for the poor people. And in Ntate Mashaba, because he was taking the service to the black people, the DA says to him, no, you can't take our money and take it to Soweto. Mashaba said that I'm a mayor of everyone, those who voted DA or not. And he resigned based on that. And people followed him and said, Mashaba, can you open your own party? Ntate Mashaba said, let me have only 1 million people and they must tell me what must I do. People said to Ntate Mashaba, he was only looking for 1 million people. And this party was established in 2020 during hard lockdown, la opola COVID, when anybody couldn't go anywhere. But due to technology, Ntate Mashaba had a people's dialogue. What do you want me to do? People people say to Mashaba, we want South Africa where we are all united. It doesn't matter our skin color. When we get the opportunity, we all qualify, not because of your skin color, but you get the job because you can do it. It is actually sad. We come from the history of racism, but we still allow parties to come in our community to divide us based on our skin color. The future of South Africa belongs to all of us who live in this country. We have a problem of water. It's affecting what? All of us. It doesn't matter your skin color. You've got a problem of load shedding. It doesn't affect. It's affecting all of us as South Africans. We've got unemployment in this country. Who's affected? All of us. So people said to Mashaba, we want a party that is going to unite South African people, because currently many parties, they perpetuate racism. But we want a party that will start helping those that were disadvantaged because of apartheid. That's how you start to do the redress. We believe in social justice. That's what we want. People said to Mashaba, we want a party that will bring law. The rule of law is very important. South Africa, it has become a lawless society. But Bamona, South Africa, ne batho ba tswang ka ntle ha ba hlomphe molao. Re na le magistrata a bolauweng ke molekane wa hae. Ho bolaya motho ha se ntho e ba tshosang batho. Small kids at school, they still kill each other. What is happening in our country? Our police stations, police, they don't even have the resources. The van, if you look at the police vehicles, the license disc, they've all expired. DME Mole, Mabidi have punctured. Most of the police people, they don't even have driver's license. How are they going to protect us? How are they going to chase Boto, Tibata Bembarabulaya? They don't have the resources. So people said, Mashaba, we want discipline. When you were in Gauteng, the municipality has a discipline. You had a scorpion in the municipality. You had the police running the municipality. We want that order. We want you to strengthen SAPS. That's what people were asking Tate Mashaba. One of the things that people asking Tate Mashaba, Bata economic prosperity. We want the economy of the country a whole, because when the economy is growing, there wouldn't be people who go to bed on an empty stomach. People will be looking after themselves. People will work. When the country there is no electricity, where will the business come from? The business, they have to close. Investors from outside, we need them. There are no investors who will come to the country where there is corruption. You know what does corruption do? When the officials, when the politicians steal the money, all the poor people, affected. They steal from us. We are here because we don't have water. What happened? Because of greediness. In this municipality, according to the Blue Drop report, it clearly says that you don't have water, not because there are no resources. At the pump, more metsi a purify one day. No chlorine, metsi a kgone ho hlatsuwa. There is no barricade. Hona le cement e sebetswang ho filter metsi. So metsi a tlang kwano a tlang ho lona ke metsi a ile hore are not suitable for drinking. That's why there was a case ya cholera in this municipality. But the politicians by hata ka maoto, the water that you are drinking is not suitable. This is the report, the new report. Ere metsi at this municipality is not for consumption. It poses you to health risk. People, when they vote, bahane ba re Ntate Mashaba a start a party. Ba re batla mokgatlo wa hao must make sure that the public service, batho ba sebeletsang government, it must be professionalized. Ho bolelang ho, people who work for government, holding key positions, they must be educated. But they undermine nursing. Nursing is a profession. You can't just take anybody to be a nurse. You have to train that person. But they undermine teaching as if it's nothing. It's a profession. That's why they go to school. So government, it needs to employ people with skills, with knowledge, with integrity, with ethics, people that will respect the community. Because where we are is because politicians, they don't respect the community. That's why they get away with murder to steal our own money. Some of you will feel bad. One of your own citizen in this municipality, the former premier, today he's outside the ANC. If this woman, I reported one case amongst all the cases I get asbestos, the 250 million, and it about the asbestos. But Mudimu am exposer. That one case, that's how that's why he's running in and out of court. I'm disappointed. People in this community, you have made him a hero again. But he spoiled so many people's lives. Many people in the Free State, they've lost their families. The families are disrupted. Those who have made to be business people, Baba Patalwa, Bajilwe Matlo, Habana Nix, because of him. 1.9 billion projects in the Free State, they are not completed. Bagai Batwa tender. They've run away with the money. That's why as Action SA, recuperated the National Treasury to revoke Section 28 of Crime and Prevention Act to say any tenderpreneur who stole government money not finishing any project must be blacklisted. We need to attach their assets because yes, a chaba. In the Free State, where Bloemfontein, where I come from, even here, you have a police station, you have a correctional service. Correctional service is not even finished today. So this is giving 310 million. The people of this area, today you are surprised you don't have water. You allow Ismahashule to steal your money in front of us. In my previous life, in my leadership in the DA, who exposed Ismahashule about Estina Dairy Friede? It's me. Where is Noma Wetu? We went to Friede. It was on Sunday because we were saying, if this dairy, Estina, is for the community, give us the name of the people. They give us the name. You know how did they got the people's number? Bango City contractor, the names of the people, their ID and their signature. During the meetings of ANC, what happened? They let you to sign papers. That's how they got the numbers of the people, their IDs. Then, Babebarikidi contractor, these people are the beneficiaries. It was on Sunday I went to Friede. I asked one of my councillors in my former party, bring those people, there were about 18 of them, those people. How about they are old people? How about do you know you are the owners of this dairy farm? But no, we don't know. We open criminal charges. Some of the people who are vocal, Banebantusa were exposed at this thing. They are killed. Now Mantombela, what she did, as I'm speaking with you, they don't benefit anything. They are new people. Do you know Lenyalo Ladi Guptas? 3 million in Kilokai from Stina. Lona ne le shebile TV ntse le re lenyalo le letlele with your own taxpayers' money. Today we are standing here, we don't have electricity, we don't have water. Where I'm come from, police station Park Road. Park Road is the biggest police station in the Free State. Between January and March, according to the crime statistics from the MEC, Minister of Police, Becky Tsele, Free State recorded 2,000 serious cases within that short period of time. That police station, it covered a majority of the people of the Free State. But that police station, 110 million was assigned to renovate the police station. What happened? 48 million was given to 3 contractors who were all dismissed, who didn't do the job. The police station even today is still under renovation. But today, when I get into this community, people of Parys, you still put the face of Ace Magashule. It's a shame to ourselves. We need to say it's a shame to ourselves. I always say to people, how? So when the sewage Yamantle is passing your door, don't blame anyone. You must say, I voted these people to steal my money, to steal my children's future. When you find yourself being a father, when you're supposed to be working, when they're supposed to be at the age when they're supposed to be working, they are not working. Don't blame anyone. Look at yourself and say, you know what? 5 years ago, in 2019, I was standing in the queue and I voted for these people so that they can do whatever what they like. I want to talk about the power of voting. We put ourselves into this mess. We are the same people again to take ourselves out of this mess. The power is in our hand. Nobody, not even in Tatemudim, who's going to liberate us. We are the first one to take the step action to say, let's remove this corrupt government and get people who doesn't steal people's money. I know people, you are discouraged and say that all political party what? I never stole anybody's money. I've been in politics for 20 years. People are not the same. You can't compare myself with Ace Magashule. You cannot compare Ntate Hemen Mashaba. Hemen became a rich person during apartheid time. He worked for himself. He never worked for anybody else. So now what we did, we fold our hands. I want to remind you, come the elections, if you don't go and vote, do you know what you are doing? You destroy the future of your kids. The same people gonna come back, the situation will be far worse than where we are. That the day of the elections, if you say, you know what, I'm not going there, the politics is not for me. Politics is for all of us. When you are sitting in your house, I was in parliament for 13 and a half years, Kirizainile last year. Every day, committee was sitting down, determining your future. That is about politics. So you stand up and choose the right people. It's unfortunate, some of our own people, they were in parliament to support all this nonsense. Just in the name of Mukhatlo, ba votela botsotsi, or people they must enrich themselves. The crisis of electricity is a man-made crisis. The poverty that we are having in our country is a man-made crisis. So we need to stand up and defend our country. But one of the things that they say to him, we want to improve the quality of education. Because when people banally a quality education, they can go and work. But Rona, government Rona Yense, they sharpen all the policies of apartheid to keep people poor. You give them 350. No. Herman Mashaba, we had a policy conference 2 weeks ago. We want the economy to grow, municipality employ the right people with right skills. We need to restore the energy. Energy must not come only from the government. It must be a competition. There must be companies bafananka green energy. But limaspala len aitse mosebetsi wa high. Now I'm paying the rent, I'm paying the services samaspala. I was asking myself, why am I paying these services? Because I still have to remove matlakala aka. Ke apalamise koloi nka morao, ke lo alahla. But I'm paying. Why? What are we paying for? People say to Ntate Mashaba, we want you to make the quality of education to work. But ba bua ka ntho le tla utlwa e bitswa ka hore ke NHI, National Health Insurance. But National Health Insurance, everyone, we're going to have the same service, like our healthcare system is going to improve. Let me tell you, there is an organization called World Health Organization. If Fanakadi standard, what is expected per country? Each and every country in the world, we are expected to use 5% of our GDP. 5% on health. But do you know what South Africa we are doing? We are spending 8% of our GDP on health. But our health output is zero as compared to other countries that spend on 5%. Why? The working conditions, study doctor, most of our doctors and nurses, bagay, they are not in South Africa. They are outside South Africa. We've got a body called Health Professional Council of South Africa. Health Professional Council of South Africa, ke mokgatlo o ikarabellang hore bo doctor ba trainwa jwang, boitshwaro ba doctor ha doctor wetse wrong operation, ba mo discipline kapa ba mo scratch off. Mokgatlo hape, each and every doctor, you pay membership selemo le selemo so that you stay being a doctor, you can register. But do you know Health Professional Council? They don't even have the system to check how many doctors are in this country. When I was in the Portfolio Committee of Health in 2013, when NHI landed in Parliament, now not 2013, today is 2023, that NHI bill, it never passed the master. We don't have enough doctors in South Africa. We need to triple the doctors in South Africa. Even our own medical schools, they can't even produce the numbers studying already batang. Nursing colleges are closed. So people said to Ntate Mashaba, we need to make sure that we fix healthcare. That's why Modi policy in Zarona, we supported health. The knowledge of healthcare. You can't take somebody I get the same BA degree or run the hospital. He doesn't have an idea. Has to be on a syringe. I understand how only nurse, kapa only doctor, we inject the patient. There's a withdrawing needle, there is an injecting needle. It's because they don't have knowledge. You go to Velcom, there's a hospital, Barakila 6 theater tables. Those theater tables, they were bought in China. Do you know, even today, they can't even assemble those theater tables. Operations are not done. Tenderpreneurs. How much has been spent on those theater tables? More than 120 million is gone. But people can't be operated. Guys, I like Afrikaans. Afrikaans is a direct language. You don't need to translate it. Ons gaat vol. Ons gaat vol. As a gaat vol, you moet no begin no doen. You need to stand up and vote out these people who are stealing our money. Action SA. Out of those people, to establish a party, do you know how many people responded? 2 2.4 million said, Herman, open your own party. That's how Action SA was established. That's why Action SA established in 2020. We are the only party that was established during COVID, where there was no door-to-door, there was nothing. We only communicate with people with social media, with technology. But you know what happened? When Herman registered his party, do you remember who was against? For Herman, face here, Herman on the logo. The IEC. IEC is no longer IEC, it's no longer independent, it's an ANC. But I like the people of South Africa. That Herman Mashaba, they wanted him to stand for the elections in all 9 provinces. But Tate Mashaba said no with his team. You are going to stand in 6 municipalities. Renale, how many municipalities in the country? 278. Out of 278, we only stood in 6 municipalities. And Herman said, in those municipalities, I want to show South Africa, if we want, we can remove ANC. We did exactly the same. In all those 6 municipalities, ANC was removed. Yes. So, and many people, they were thinking that we are not going to see the light. Even these elections that are coming, we became the 6th biggest party during that elections. Then contest as an organization. Even this 2024, we are going to come as one of the biggest political parties. Yes. But what we need to do, there is no party that is going to win with outright majority. Haona mokhatlo o tlo winang go tla to ANC. ANC is going to be below 50%, definitely. But do you know what is the importance of coalition government? Puso ya kopanelo. There are checks and balance. But the problem, renale the parties they want to play as big sisters and big brothers. Babatao dictator. But Action SA stood to say, you know what? We need to save coalition rather to make ANC to come and steal more. It's unfortunate that the DA, they are arrogant. They always think that the big brother. That's why the DA has become worse. It's become even more than the EFF in terms of racism. They become worse. That's how we left them. Yes. So what we need to do, we are going to have a coalition government. But what we did as Action SA, we said we need to agree what are the things that we need to do when we get into power. All our principles, our policy that I just mentioned, we said we have to put the interests of South African people. Hired people with skills in all municipalities. Hired people in the all province with skills, with knowledge, with integrity. Skills audit. Lifestyle audit. There is no way. 2,000 rand. You can't be staying in that estate, but you are earning 2,000 rand. Something is wrong. You can't be driving. I like beautiful things. Don't get me wrong. I can't be driving Ferrari, but I'm earning 1,500. Something is wrong. We need to investigate those people. Action SA people say, we want a party that will come and fight corruption. But you are a mayor, you never stole a cent. We still believe that you are part of the people who can fix South Africa. That's why Action SA, our motto is to say, let's fix South Africa. So today, the reason why we are here is to communicate with you, to tell you the power of your vote. Vote is something that is very important. We have a democracy where we vote after every 5 years. You know why? So that when you voted for Ntate and he doesn't deliver, are you going to vote for him again? No. Kapa how will you shop? If kita shop on ye, kita reka bohobe, I'm buying a bread. And I give mana maboroto bobo bodile. Kita shop on ye happy. No, that is democracy. Democracy say that When you voted for party, it's not working for you. Come the elections, you remove them. And let me tell you, South Africans, do you know who are the bosses who are in charge in a democracy? Are the voters. You are the bosses. Ramaphosa, he's not your boss. Ramaphosa, how about? We put you into power. You are the boss. But you know what we did, Rona, as voters? We gave our power to the politicians. It's another way round. Where are you? Where are you? We've got 1.9 billion projects. I spoke about Friede. I spoke about Park Road 2. I spoke about asbestos. I spoke about this correctional service. For Bloemfontein, there is a tax rank. It's 2011. And it's starting 400 million. What tax rank? Do you know how much that tax rank has cost government? 2 billion. But to buy free starter in Bloemfontein, passengers, they still queue. There's not even a shelter. More to buy a mante. Kabakalaying, people stole our money. But to buy Bloemfontein, they don't have tax rank. Because of what? Your brother is Makashul. Today, what? Hotel. Guys, this is the time to stand up and defend the future of your children. Change how you deal with things. We cannot allow people bababa la karona. And we are going to these stations. We are going to take videos, and then what is it that we are going to do? I'm going to lay criminal charges.
Yes.
We are constitution. According to the Constitution of South Africa, water is a basic need and it's a right.
Yes.
It's the responsibility of government to provide you with clean water and make sure that that water it is clean. You are not going to be exposed to any illness. It's a constitution. That is the bill of right. It is there. Anyway, honali mulao oreng maspala o hlokomele mo batho ba dulang teng, Environmental Health Act. If a municipal manager hore a hlokomele setjhaba ho be le di services o fanwang ka tsona. Let me repeat something. You know, sometimes people think government is doing you a favor when they give you water. It's not a favor. It's a right. It's a right. It's your right. That's why we are going to open criminal charges based on the Bill of Rights, based on the national water, because habalifi metsi a hlwekileng and habalifi le metsi hape. Ha re qeta ho bula criminal charges, you know what we do? Ha ke fihla Bloemfontein, I will be reporting to the Human Rights Commission.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And then Toyengwe, I want to teach our fellow South Africans who are here. Let me tell you. Toi protest, it is in our constitution. It's a right to protest.
Yes.
But let me tell you, the unfortunate part about protest, it doesn't matter. You can protest the whole Parys, but it's not going to change anything. Yeah. Your vote is the only thing that is going to change your circumstances. So the protesters, their protest, no. As Action SA now, you must go and check about Google the municipality of KZN. We took them to court because where's Halang? Mantle, all the sewage in Eyakai to the sea, Eyakai, Matamu. So we have opened criminal charges. We have won that case. Yes. We are still taking them to court. Even here, Herman Mashaba will come the day of the court. We are going to spend whatever that we have to fight this municipality. But we need your help. Leemen ka maoto ntate. Le tlamehile le eme ka maoto. Bophelo ba bana ba lona bo tla pele. Nna, according to my age, ke na le setloholo. It's no longer about me. Now I've lived my life. Nna modimo wa ka nkuka neng kapa neng. A ke phetse. Umphileletse neng ke sa di lebella bophelong ba ka. But potso ko re na bana ba ka bone ke ba sia kae. O reng ha o le mme. But ba bangata ba tshaba hore when they vote for other party ho tlo nkwa di 350. Let's talk about this 350. Ke tjhelete ya mang? It's your money. It's your money. It's your money. 350, do you know where does it come from? How anything that you buy, whether you are unemployed or employed, anything that you buy, you pay tax. So that's tjhelete ya tax. A divide to there must be the road, ho be le skolo, ho be le matlo, batho ba helwe matlo, sepetlele se be teng. So government is not doing your favor. It's not the money that comes from the ANC. It's not ANC money. It's your own money. Guys, we're 30 years in democracy. What's about Mama Fasiamang? Wafumana. And RDP, let me talk about the issue of the RDP. Now, when we grow up, our own parents, they've built their own houses. How many houses are big in this community? It's the parents who built those houses. Rona, government here, Action SA, we don't want to give you RDP. We want to give you a better job so that you can build the house of your dreams. Yes. We are not going to give you this RDP. We said, do you want to stay in a golf estate? This is the proper education. Yes. Be educated. Action is saying that to grow the economy, small business, entrepreneurs, they must be supported so that they can make a living and they can in all over the world. You go to China. I've been to Gonzong. All the business people, small people, they are given the opportunity to work for themselves. They don't rely on government. That's why China is one of the countries economically they are strong. People are working for themselves. They are self-made business people. Government I was so sad. On Saturday, we were called Bloemfontein. There's a place, shop where Creek. There were many women. You know women, they are selling mole by mole. It was a lot of dust. There is no shelter. In an Action SA government, because we respect small business, there must be a proper shelter. People should be given stalls. They must be assisted with water, cleaning. They can pay something for government, but operate in a well-secured environment so that they can make a living. They can go and build a house in that estate, not to come and stay in and train. What am I saying to my own child? You'll get an RDP. Why? We want children who are liberated, who can work for themselves. It's a dream for every parent. How many every day, how rapel or mudimu? How can pamatla ngwana ona ahola a itshebeletse? E seng a tlo re sebeletsa, a itshebeletse. But where is he going to work? When high lori in a country, there is a high corruption. South Africa, hona le ntho e reng ha o shejwa mafatshe a mang, ho shejwa hore na borakgwebo, the investors ba batla ho ya kae. South Africa, we are at the bottom. Many people the past 10 years, they used to rank us as a country where they can come and save, invest their money. But because of corruption, investor confidence, we are the country that is not trustable at all. Yeah. Because ditsela ha di tsamaye ha ra utswa re nka tšhelete ya setšhaba ya batho ba sotleileng. It's worse. Makhanselara mo ba nka matlo a batho mo ba ntsha batho ka mo matlong bana ba silwe le matlo. That's what councillors are doing. Action SA, during our policy conference, we recognize, now I grew up in a village, ke tswa holela mahaeng Qwaqwa. Marena abapala karolo ya bohlokwa. All these traditional chiefs, they play a very pivotal role in our life. Discipline. When you grew up in a village, watseba morena, he's going to discipline you. When you are a girl, there were ways that you were raised to be a proper woman with self-respect, respecting others. You were prepared to be a better person. But what happened to our leaders? Marana, all the chiefs, they have been put at the corner. The councillor is over. As Action SA, before our policy conference, we went to this contralesa, all the traditional bodies. What's your need? What are your expectations? But we want our power back. We want to look after our people. Yes. We don't want to come in council, just raise hands like we have been doing now. That's what they are doing. You know what ACE did in the Free State? Marena, oba hopola ka di elections. O fitla o kwala molomo o fa koloi ya bike mo azwa we. Then it's done. How hlokaetse what happened to your future? Marena, they don't earn anything. They're just useless people. I grew up in Qwaqwa. Tumahole, the infrastructure was so good. Today you are walking right in the center of Toropo. Joamba tembulikana liba ulinna. Wampana ki mukhuswani ki bukai. Pati ki zamaka Toropo maro joambo bukana mo paving. That is wrong. We need to look after our environment. Let's vote for government that is going to lead us. Please, guys. There is no longer time. We don't have time on our side. So I'm going to... Oh, okay. So we are quickly going there, and then at more, we are going to open criminal charges. But we are going to keep you updated. Kestatile Golf Estate, because it's not only you who are affected. There were business people, Bang Invitile, Kamanika Estate. They want to work together with us so that we stand together and come up with solutions while government is still failing in our community. So we'll come back again and then reborn Ornareza. But for now, Action SA, with Rabona Lama Sedinyani, we are going to open criminal charges against the municipalities. Yes. We are going to report this matter to the public protector, to the Human Rights Commission. Yes.
I want to ask you something.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what? This lady that you are in the other day when that building burned, the ANC said it's apartheid. It's onschuld. Now she wanted to know where is apartheid and nobody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gone. Apartheid has been gone for more than 30 years.
Yes.
But they messed up everything apartheid gave them.
Yes.
Apartheid was bad. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
I grew up on a farm, so apartheid doesn't affect me.
Yes.
Because we were playing with these guys.
Yes.
We were friends with them.
Yes.
So apartheid didn't do anything to me.
Yes. Yes.
But where is apartheid? They must show me apartheid. They must bring me apartheid. Because apartheid is gone.
It's gone. Yeah. Actually, can I just...
is in the grave, man.
Yes. Can I just say what Mme said? Strategies are ANC. We as black people, we are being indoctrinated. For ANC, it has liberated you. So you always have to vote for ANC. Ba utswa tšhelete, ba re senyetsa, ba senya malapa a rona, ba senya maphelo a rona, but we are always told ANC liberated you. Don't trust anyone. That thing is a story shweleng. That's why ANC is the one, Lionel Ibo EFF, they perpetuate apartheid because it was working for them. There is no such. So honanu nyana, we need to stand up and vote the ANC out of power so that we can change our life.
The parliament is an old HRE.
That is true. Yes. Thank you, yes.
And then I just want to know, are you people going to open the offices up in Jan Parys? Where do we get application forms?
Okay. Okay, the application form. Okay, we do have membership forms. We'll leave with bags and with these two guys.
Okay.
And we also gonna come. Tate Mashaba will be coming very soon. Tate Kuos Border and Tate Andre, we are busy. Tate Andre ma? Veslo. We are busy arranging that. Tate Hemen Mashaba is going to come here in Parys. Yes.
Will this be pretty soon?
Yes, no, definitely it's going to be very pretty soon. So that's what we are arranging. So business community here, they say Elas Hatful van ANC. Oh, okay, no, that's fine. That's a good thing.
But thank you for coming.
Okay, and Dada Bucks, thank you so much for organizing this meeting. Guys, don't underestimate the importance of being to this meeting. You might, it's a history in making. One day when we cross that river, you'll realize it was so important to attend this meeting.
Yes.
We need change, and a change is only in our hands, not in somebody's hands. That's what we need to do, yes. So, Tate Bucks, I'm going to leave you with our membership forms and some few pamphlets. And then Tate, of course, he said that we are going to make a meeting again when I will bring him in and everything, yes.
Yes.